Rich Garcia and Eric Rader wanted to be astronauts. When that didn't happen, they devised an alternate plan.
Yep, they launched a weather balloon with a capsule containing a camera and mounted pictures of themselves in front of the lens. KLTV7's Jamie Boyum spoke with the two men who sent themselves to space, sort of.
Rich Garcia and Eric Rader couldn't afford a rocket, so they used the low-tech approach, a cooler and a weather balloon. Cheap and light was the only way to fly.
This is a space capsule that we will be launching into near space.
They stuck in a camera and got their pictures in front of it. They chose East Texas because of the flat terrain, and they were both in the area. They had to follow FAA rules like clearance and making it radar-friendly.
It's gold foil that's put together into a shape so that when the radar reflects off it, it makes it appear larger than it really is.
Eric, a pilot for American Airlines, found an app that would predict the balloon's flight pattern, but they still had to drive around like storm chasers to find it.
The entire morning was actually filled with a lot of anxiety and sometimes arguments about what our next step should be.
The capsule contained a GPS tracker that only weighed a few ounces, and it landed within miles of the app's prediction. They found it near Canton. The first clips only showed clouds and blue sky.
And then we skip back even further, and the next thing we know, we see the darkness of space, and we just started screaming, "Hey, we actually did it!"
It was an incredible feeling. I'll never forget that feeling. It was wonderful. I had adventures with my buddy Eric as a kid, and here we are in our mid-40s. We have our careers, we have our families, and we're still having adventures together.
But when that balloon popped, yeah, it was an adventure. Jamie Boyum, KLTV 7 News.
Okay, Jamie added the screaming there at the end. You really should watch this whole thing. And I tell you what, I'm going to try to make sure we have the link to the entire video on KLTV.com. It is truly amazing what they did. They spent more than $500 on the project, half of which was just for the camera. The balloon went up more than 100,000 feet. I watched it in awe this morning.